Yeah, UFC 322, the tastiest card. Top 3 this year, for sure. I'm not going to get too excited and say the best card of the year, but fight-wise, fights, matchups, fight styles, ooh, it is fucking tasty. Kopylov, RoboCop, take my money. That's a great fucking fight. Definitely not going to decision. Bo Nickal, Hudalfo. This is make or break it for Bo. This is it. This is it. You lost to RDR, all good. Did Bo and his team, if Bo were to, what my biggest hesitation on this fight, my biggest concern, my biggest stress as a Bo Nickal fan is we get the same thing. We get 15 minutes of shitty striking from Hudalfo and Bo. So you got a guy who's legit, and people use this term all the time, and it's been overused, so it doesn't mean as much. But Bo has world-class wrestling ability. Hudalfo has world-class jiu-jitsu ability. I want Bo to go, fuck your jiu-jitsu. I'm going to break your will. I'm going to do it in your world. I'm not going to get caught up in these leg locks and all that shit. I'm going to break your will using my God-given talents, what made me great, what got me to the UFC, and that's wrestling. I swear to God, if Bo Nickal and Hudalfo give us 15 minutes of amateur white belt level striking, I'm going to freak the fuck out. And I will no longer be on Bo Nickal's train. But I don't think he's going to do that. I think especially in this fight, Hudalfo, if you know his grappling background, he's not a big, now I'm not saying he's not better than Bo off his back, but he's typically not a big guy. He's not winning a lot of matches with his guard and this crazy leg locks and all that shit. Of course, he has the ability. He's one of the best grapplers ever, but that's really not his thing. He's not that dangerous off his back. He's dangerous, and his game that made him so successful is tripping, taking guys down, and heavy pressure on top. Heavy pressure on top. It's going to be a far cry for him to take Bo down. So I think Bo has a huge advantage to get the takedown and break his will, use some ground and pound, and open him up and get a finish on the ground. But if he's playing this bullshit patty cake on the outside and giving us those Charlie Brown kicks and this terrible striking, it's over. Literally his career's over. This is it. This is a bit. There's a lot of fights on this card where it's make or break for guys. For Bo, this is one. Dude, come on, man. And he needs to fire his coaching staff. I've said this. If they're not telling him to use his wrestling to become UFC champ, and they're just working on striking with your ass all this time after your last 2 performances, I'm telling you, Bubba, you've got, and it's tough to do. I get it. ATT by Penn State, and that's all cool, man. All that goes away, bud. You got to change coaches. If anyone in your camp is telling you, stay on your feet and strike with Hudalfo to get the win, you're doing it wrong. You're fucking doing it wrong. You got to take a page out of Khabib's camp, the Nurmagomedovs, and just fucking insert your will, do what you do best, have just enough on the feet to survive, but fucking get guys down. We do not care if they're world-class grapplers. None of that matters. What matters is your skill set. I swear to God, Bo. I swear to fucking God, dude. If this fight, it's bullshit striking again, and I get to watch fucking 3 5-minute rounds of low-level striking, I'm going to lose it. It takes a lot to kick me off the Bo Nickal train because, I've been fucking putting that coal in that train, and it slowed down. I'm with you, but your boy's here putting the coal in. If I get 15 minutes of amateur striking, I'm going to stop pushing that coal. Then you're on your own. I'm swear to God, dude. And they demoted him from the main card, pushing down the prelims. Yeah, man. You got to earn your keep. You got to earn your keep. A little bit of this is on. Go back to the card for me, Jen. A little bit of this is on also the UFC matchmakers. They keep doing this. Because in their head, they're like, well, we don't want a boring grappling match, so hopefully these guys, one of them knock each other out. But you're getting two low-level strikers, and it's tough to knock guys out, and so you get a really shitty fight. So we'll see what happens.
Is it different? Because they're both great at the ground game. So, but one's like jiu-jitsu, one's wrestling. Does that make it more exciting then?
Yeah, way more. Yeah, but again, if both these guys play the game, if Bo Nickal goes similar to, again, Khabib, these guys like, I'm going to break your fucking will doing what I do best. Wrestling's the best. I don't give a fuck about your jiu-jitsu, your black belt, your ADC accusation. We don't care. We're going to take it to the ground, and I'm going to fucking break you because what I do is better than what you do. Now we're cooking with gas. I'm going to find the finish. I'm not just going to lay and pray. I'm going to find the finish. That's what we need. We better get that, or he needs to switch teams before it's too late, and it's getting late. Dariush BSD, that could be a fucking, that could be for that bullshit belt they always do. The bad motherfucker belt, that could be for that. That's a fantastic fight. Both guys a little chinny. Both guys hit like a Mack truck. I like Dariush in that fight. I think BSD's going to have a tough fucking time getting Dariush down. Dariush is very, not really, maybe to the casual. I mean, his grappling is fucking it's so good.
Dariush.
Very, very good. Against Gamrot, I think you guys got a taste of that. Like, he is not an easy night in the office if you plan to take him down and submit him. That's going to be a very long night for you. And he hits like a fucking Mack truck, dude. Hits like a Mack fucking truck.
You want to see the odds at all?
No, just go back to the card, bud. Yeah, Dariush BSD, great fight. Again, there's so much pressure on a lot of these guys. On Bo Nickal, ton of pressure. Dariush BSD, ton of pressure. Whoever loses that fight, right? A little long in the tooth. Things are getting a little dicey in that lightweight division. Leon Edwards, this is a fork in the road. Leon Edwards, used to 5 rounds, has been fighting grapplers. Now he's fighting Carlos Prates, who comes out like a fucking banshee. It's a very tough fight for Leon. And Leon wanted a striker, and they gave him one, and I don't know. They literally gave him one of the worst matchups possible, especially for 3 rounds. And he's used to kind of not a high output, defending takedowns, and now you have Prates, who's just going to fucking march forward like a truck. I don't like it. I would expect this to be Leon's 3rd loss. Very tough fight for him. And I like Leon, but that is a nightmare of a matchup. To be fair, though, he's at a full camp. His other ones, he took on short notice, so you could chalk that up to his performance, but I just don't like this for Leon. Sean Brady, Michael Morales. How about Brady, dude? He wins this one, probably get a title shot. Probably the toughest matchup stylistically for him. He wanted Machado Gary, which is a tough matchup, but I actually think this is the toughest matchup for him in the division. Big, strong dude, hits like a Mack truck, not a rookie when it comes to grappling. You can go back to the card, Chin. Not a rookie when it comes to the fucking grappling. When people think of Michael Morales, they think of pure striker. That is not the case. He's a savage, man. He's an absolute savage. I'm rooting for Sean Brady. Toughest matchup for him in the division. Toughest matchup by far in the division for him. But I think he gets it done. The only issue, for Brady is his one loss against Bilal Muhammad. And that, he's learned from that. Obviously, he's gotten exceptionally a lot better. And that was probably a good loss for him, especially the way he bounced back. And I do like to see guys get losses and how they bounce back before they become champions, so they have things to work on. Sean Brady's one of those guys. The only caveat with Sean Brady is, and again, Bo Nickal, take a fucking page out of Sean Brady's book. He doesn't give a fuck if you're good at grappling or wrestling. He's going to impose his will, and he thinks what he does is better than you. And he's one off from a title, dude. He's fucking beating everybody. The problem is, and Sean Brady doesn't have Bo Nickal's wrestling pedigree. But the problem is, if Sean Brady cannot get them down, it's a very tough night in the office for him. But there haven't been many guys that avoid that Sean Brady grappling. He's strong like a fucking baby gorilla. But Sean Brady's issue will be is if he doesn't get guys down, he gets fucked up on the feet. That's how it goes. But I like Sean Brady in that fight. And then next up, your co-main event, Shevchenko and your girl, Chin, Weili.
Saying Weili.
I think we all got Weili in this fight. Strength of schedule. I just think it's her time. Shevchenko's been... She hasn't fought. I mean, it's not her fault, but she hasn't fought the tip of the spear. Weili, she's just such a handful to deal with. I think she's going to put it on her. I'm rooting for Shevchenko, but I just think Weili gets it done. She's a fucking monster.
This is the first time I'm like, I might be the other way around, which sucks.
You're taking Shevchenko?
I'm kind of scared.
You want to bet on it?
No, because I'm going to pick Weili regardless, but I think Shevchenko,
she can definitely win, especially in the clinch. But I think Weili just has too many tools to get it done.
But I'm definitely not going to bet on this.
You don't want to bet like lunch or nothing?
It's too close, man.
Yeah, I'll take Weili. JDM Islam Makhachev. This is for all the marbles, kids. The odds makers are just fucking rude. I don't know how they decide the odds, but I think they're so off on this. This is by far, bar none, Islam's toughest fight to date. Go click on Islam for me. If you look at his strength of schedule, again, not his fault. It's just the world we're living in, similar to Tom Aspinall. If you look at his schedule, when it comes to defending the 55-pound belt, he beat Charles Oliveira. So that was to get the belt. He beat Charles. And then he defended it against Volkanovski, who's nowhere near 55.
But also Volkanovski, I believe, won. A lot of people think he won.
We thought he won.
Too. Yep.
So he won a suspect decision against Volkanovski, who's not 55er. Then Volkanovski came back on short notice and then got KO'd by Islam. But again, not a true 55er. Then he fought Dustin Poirier, who's not vintage Dustin Poirier, right? Like, Dustin's phenomenal. He's an all-time great. But that was a year ago. That was June 2024. That's not like prime Dustin Poirier. But he did his best. He did what he could. And then he choked him out. But, solid win. And then, again, not his fault. None of this is his fault. And then Makano, who's, not even top 10 guy. So his best win is Charles Oliveira. Then he beat a 45er twice. I thought he lost one of those. Then he beat a long in the tooth Dustin Poirier. Then he beat a guy on short notice.